And welcome back to the World in Focus podcast and Portuguese Made Easy. I promise you that I'll talk to you guys about the principle of language. And we're looking at the 80-20 principle. You may hear the 80-20 principle or 80-20 rule, also known as the Pareto principle. It is a general concept that says roughly 80% of outcomes, come from 20% of causes. In language learning, that really means that a small core vocabulary, about 2,000 to 3,000 words, covers most of what people say or write in daily life. And I had a nice student next to me here that just recap the entire thing for me, guys. So that's what we're all about here, guys, on the World in Focus podcast. I am Professor Adrian Daisley. And guys, language, culture, food, customs, things that make us who we are as a people, the smiles that we carry, the histories that we carry, and the stories that we hold in our hearts, that symbolize, the places that we come from, the families that we grew up in, the foods that we sample, the places we've traveled to. So evidence from language research, we found that linguists have actually found that the most common 1,000 words make up around 85% of everyday conversation in every language. So the top 3,000 words cover about 95% of daily speech. When we talk about, Brazilian or European studies, studies from Leicester and corpus linguistics projects show a similar pattern that top 1,000 Portuguese words cover 80 to 85% of spoken communication. The top 3,000 to 5,000 words give you functional fluency for more social and even professional situations. I had this experience living in Brazil for 6 years. What happened was that I found that after a year and a half, I started to pick up the language. Yes, it took a long time. Because when I arrived in Brazil, I couldn't speak a lick of Spanish or Portuguese. And so my interactions, going to functions, conferences, communicating, and working with communication helped me to be able to assimilate the language. Also, it was quite frustrating to go to a restaurant and order a burger and not be able to say how you want to order, and feeling frustrated because imagine speaking for most of your life and then being in a space where you can speak but you can't understood, or when those around you speak, you can't understand what they're saying. So I thought that this morning I would tell you about the 80-20 principle in language, and we'll be back with some more fun Portuguese made easy. See you soon.